Hey everyone, welcome to the Reality Access. Here we bring you the latest 90-day fiancé news and exclusive updates every day. If you enjoy the video, subscribe to the channel now.
90-Day Fiancé stars Jenny Slatan and Sumit Singh still together. 90-Day Diaries update. Are 90-Day Fiancé stars Jenny Slatan and Sumit Singh still together? The couple brought major drama on Season 1 of The Other Way and delivered one of the most shocking twists in franchise history when Jenny learned about Sumit's big secret. He was married to another woman in an arranged marriage set up by his parents, but he really wanted to be with Jenny. When the International Flames returned for Season 2, they were dedicated to fighting for their love and for their right to be together despite all of the obstacles that stood in their way. By Season 3, their love story stalled as Sumit had hesitations about marrying Jenny. While the couple finally made it down the aisle in a secret ceremony, the challenges of marriage had only just begun. The pair have since graduated to continue to document their rollercoaster romance on the spin-offs Happily Ever After and 90-Day Diaries. Keep reading to find out everything we know about Jenny and Sumit's current relationship status. How did Jenny and Sumit meet? Sumit and Jenny met online a decade ago in 2011, but their relationship started off on the wrong foot because Sumit catfished Jenny with photos of a different man under the name Michael Jones. When he eventually came clean to Jenny after 4 months of talking online, she was already in love with him and willing to look past the catfishing. In 2013, Jenny visited Sumit and his family in India for 4 months, and they planned to get married. However, Sumit's family did not approve of their relationship. Sumit's parents arranged a marriage for him while Jenny was away. After Jenny returned to the United States, they arranged for Sumit to be married to another woman. Sumit got married but never revealed the big news to Jenny and kept their long-distance engagement going. When Jenny left everything behind in America to be with him in 2019, she thought she would be marrying Sumit and starting a new life with him. Jenny found out about the heartbreaking news when she was confronted by Sumit's in-laws, Sumit's wife, and the rest of Sumit's family members at the apartment they had been living together at for several weeks. It seemed like Jenny learning about Sumit's betrayal would be the end of their relationship, but he was not ready to give up. The married man made it clear he wanted to still be with Jenny and was willing to divorce his wife in order to do so. Jenny was also willing to forgive him under the condition that he would leave his wife. But that posed a problem for the couple's living arrangements. Jenny left everything behind in America to move to India to be with Sumit. She was only allowed to stay in the country for about 3 months legally on her visa, and she had planned to marry Sumit before her visa expired so that she could be able to stay in India legally as Sumit's wife. Since he was already legally married to another woman, Jenny had no choice but to return to the United States after the end of Season 1. In August 2019, Jenny was spotted at Walmart in Hemet, California, which is about an hour away from her hometown of Palm Springs. A fan recognized her and snapped a selfie with the reality star, confirming that she was living in America again. Jenny and Sumit returned for Season 2 of 90-Day Fiancé The Other Way. Jenny and Sumit still continued their long-distance relationship. While they were apart, Sumit started his divorce proceedings. When they returned for 90-Day Fiancé The Other Way Season 2, the couple documented Jenny's second trip to India as they hoped to get married this time. Sumit's divorce was finalized shortly after Jenny arrived in India, but they still faced the obstacle of Sumit's parents, Sana and Anil. They refused to accept Sumit's relationship with Jenny, and Sumit did not want to marry Jenny against their wishes. He remained hopeful that they would eventually give them their blessing. In a November 2020 episode, Sumit and Jenny sat down with Anil and Sana to once again ask them to give them their blessing to marry. Things got so heated that Sana threatened to commit suicide if Sumit went forward with his plans to marry Jenny. They came to an agreement. If Sumit promised not to marry Jenny, their parents would accept them living together as a couple. The pandemic shut down borders. By the time they returned for an update on Discovery Plus's 90-Day Bears All, things had not improved between Sumit and Jenny and Sana and Anil. In the episode that aired in January 2021, Jenny revealed she had been living in India with Sumit for a year. When the pandemic hit, they shut the borders, then no flights in, no flights out, so I just apply for an extension every month. So that's the way I've been doing it. Every month, new extension. Jenny shared an update on her visa status. My visa can expire, and if they don't want to extend it, that's when I'm probably going to have to leave the country. When host Sean Robinson asked why they hadn't gotten married yet, Jenny said, Sumit doesn't seem to want to separate from his family, so... Sean asked if Jenny will be satisfied with her relationship with Sumit as a living couple even without getting married. No, Jenny said. Jenny and Sumit returned for Season 3 of The Other Way. Jenny and Sumit continue to share their journey on Season 3 of 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way. In the season premiere in August 2021, the couple revealed they were still living in India, but there was a big problem. Jenny was nearing the limit of how many times she could apply for an extension on her visa. If the government denied her extensions, she would have to return to the United States. The couple consulted with an immigration lawyer who explained their options. Since Jenny had a 10-year tourist visa at the time, she could stay in the country for up to 6 months, leave, but then return for another 6 months. The couple could then travel together to a nearby country with open borders to Indian and American travelers, stay there for an extended vacation, and then re-enter India to restart Jenny's 6-month living period in India. Another option would be for Jenny to apply for a missionary visa as a Hare Krishna devotee, but it would take several years for her to reach devotee status in the religious movement. The best option for Jenny to remain in India permanently was for her to marry Sumit, but Sumit didn't seem ready to go through with their wedding because his parents still did not approve of Jenny. At his brother's baby shower, which Jenny was not invited to because his parents don't consider her to be a part of their family, Sumit announced that he and Jenny were engaged. His mother, Sana, took the news so hard that she got up and walked away. During an October 2020 episode, Sumit explained to Jenny the root of his mother's anger towards their relationship. Sumit said that he had a sister who was about a year and a half younger than him, but she passed away at 8 months due to jaundice. Since then, Sana felt that she would be able to gain a daughter when her sons married. Sana was very close with Sumit's ex-wife, as they would talk regularly and spend time together. When Sumit divorced his ex-wife, it was another loss for Sana. Sumit and Jenny decided that it would be best to find a couples counselor as well as a family counselor to get professional help so they can be able to move forward in a healthy way. Did Jenny and Sumit get married? After nearly 10 years together, Jenny and Sumit finally made it down the aisle in 2021. The TLC couple's intimate ceremony played out during a November 2021 episode of The Other Way. Jenny and Sumit opted not to tell their parents about their choice to wed until after they were married. Are Sumit and Jenny still together? Following their wedding, Jenny and Sumit graduated to continue on the spin-off Happily Ever After. The pair finally made it down the aisle, but the journey has just begun for the newlyweds. While Sumit's parents became aware of the marriage, they refused to acknowledge their union. Apart from the usual challenges with Sumit's relatives, TLC teased the couple's 33-year age gap would also play into play, as the pair realized their visions for married life may not be compatible. Will Jenny and Sumit move to America? During the October 30th, 2022 episode of Happily Ever After,
On 90 Day Fiancé, Happily Ever After, Sumit and Jenny failed to see eye to eye when it came to where they should live. While Jenny said she wants to move back to America, Sumit admitted he's not thrilled with the idea. When the pair argued over the long hours Sumit was working, he explained in a confessional that he hoped to make more money so we can live a good life here in India and forget about going to America. After expressing that she's lonely in India, Jenny said in a confessional, "Honestly, if this is what Sumit wants our lives to be like, I'd rather be home in America with friends and family where I'm comfortable. I would definitely feel less helpless. If we go back to America, I won't feel so all alone," she added. Maybe it's time for Sumit to make some compromises because I'm sick of being the one that does all the compromising. Later in the episode, Sumit confided to his friend Rohit that he can't move to America and leave his parents behind in India. "I cannot just even think about it," he said. "There's no way I can go and ship to America and live a peaceful life without thinking about my parents." I don't want to go to America, Sumit explained in a confessional. I know my life is here. We are living a better life here. The most important thing, I feel like if I go to America, then I'm gonna lose my family for good. I'll lose my friends. I'll lose a life that I wanted. Do Jenny and Sumit want children together? During a December 2022 episode, Sumit revealed to Jenny that he hopes to have children with her in the next few years. I will be 35 by 2 years, and maybe I'll start thinking about having kids, he said while explaining his hesitations about moving to America. We might adopt someone by 35. Then I want to have them in India. Jenny then expressed her confusion in a confessional, noting that they previously agreed that having children together was off the table. First of all, we've talked about this since we met over 10 years ago, that this can't happen. It's been understood this whole entire time. So how come all of a sudden now when he wants to have a kid when it was never, I'm shocked. While talking to Sumit, Jenny asked why he would marry her knowing that she was done having children. He explained that his own family's strained dynamic has changed his thoughts on having children. When I think about family and my parents and how to just make them happy, how to win their love back and everything, they said you cannot have kids. Because if I have a kid, then might be they will be happy. Okay, now you have somebody to take care of you, he said. And if I have a kid, I want my family to be with that kid. Have Sumit's parents accepted his relationship with Jenny? Anil and Sana revealed they finally gave their blessing for Sumit and Jenny's relationship during a January 2024 episode of 90 Day Diaries. A lot has changed. We're all together again, Sumit's father explained about their new dynamic with Jenny and Sumit. We're happy and laughing. It's a good thing. His parents continued to open up about their new perspective in a confessional. Earlier, it was a different time for both of us, Sumit's father said. The earlier thinking has gradually changed. When you face many things and talk to many people, you realize that you cannot change everything in life. You have to accept it as it is. Sumit's mother added that she has accepted Jenny and that she's happy that they're happy. Jenny also weighed in on her improved relationship with her in-laws, stating that she was very grateful to be on good terms with them. All I can say is thank you so much for finally loving me. I know I love you guys. I've been fighting for love of my life and love of my family, all together since a long time, Sumit said, noting that he was proud of how far they've come.
Are 90 Day Fiancé stars Jenny Slatan and Sumit Singh still together? Their relationship remains one of the most emotional, controversial, and unforgettable journeys in the entire 90 Day Fiancé universe. From lies and heartbreak to cultural pressure, family rejection, visa problems, and years of uncertainty, Jenny and Sumit's love story has unfolded like a never-ending roller coaster. What began as an online romance eventually turned into a decade-long battle between love, tradition, family loyalty, and personal happiness. Jenny and Sumit first captured viewers' attention on 90 Day Fiancé The Other Way Season 1, where their relationship was presented as a cross-cultural love story between an American woman and a younger Indian man. At first, their bond appeared sincere and deeply emotional, but everything changed when one of the most shocking revelations in franchise history came to light. Jenny learned that Sumit had been hiding a massive secret from her. He was already married to another woman in an arranged marriage chosen by his parents. This betrayal left viewers stunned and Jenny completely broken. Despite the pain and humiliation, Jenny and Sumit refused to let go of each other. Instead of ending things, they continued fighting for their relationship, believing their love was strong enough to survive lies, divorce, and family rejection. When they returned for Season 2, they were determined to prove that their relationship was real and worth saving. However, as the seasons progressed, it became clear that their problems ran far deeper than anyone initially realized. By Season 3, Sumit's hesitation to marry Jenny caused their relationship to stall yet again, showing that love alone was not enough to overcome fear, guilt, and cultural expectations. Although the couple eventually married in secret, their struggles did not end there. Marriage introduced a new set of challenges involving money, work-life balance, aging, emotional needs, and unresolved family tension. Jenny and Sumit later continued documenting their relationship on Happily Ever After and 90-Day Diaries, giving fans an inside look at what life is really like after the wedding. This raises the question many fans still ask today: where do Jenny and Sumit stand now, and are they truly happy together? How did Jenny and Sumit meet? Jenny and Sumit first met online in 2011, long before reality television entered their lives. Their relationship began under dishonest circumstances when Sumit created a fake online identity using photos of another man and the name Michael Jones. For several months, Jenny believed she was talking to someone else entirely. During this time, they developed a deep emotional connection, sharing daily conversations, personal struggles, and dreams for the future. Jenny became emotionally invested and fell in love with the person she thought Sumit was. After 4 months, Sumit finally admitted the truth. He revealed his real identity and confessed that he had been catfishing Jenny. By that point, Jenny was already deeply attached and emotionally committed. While she felt hurt and betrayed, she chose to forgive him, believing his honesty, though delayed, was proof that he truly cared for her. This decision marked the beginning of a pattern in their relationship, where Jenny repeatedly chose love despite pain and disappointment. When they returned for season 2, they were determined to prove that their relationship was real and worth saving. However, as the seasons progressed, it became clear that their problems ran far deeper than anyone initially realized. By season 3, Sumit's hesitation to marry Jenny caused their relationship to stall yet again, showing that love alone was not enough to overcome fear, guilt, and cultural expectations. Although the couple eventually married in secret, their struggles did not end there. Marriage introduced a new set of challenges involving money, work-life balance, aging, emotional needs, and unresolved family tension. Jenny and Sumit later continued documenting their relationship on Happily Ever After and 90-Day Diaries, giving fans an inside look at what life is really like after the wedding. This raises the question many fans still ask today: where do Jenny and Sumit stand now, and are they truly happy together?
Because Sumit was still legally married, Jenny could not remain in India permanently. Her visa expired and she was forced to return to the United States after season 1. In August 2019, fans spotted Jenny in California, confirming that she had left India and was living back in America. Jenny and Sumit returned for season 2 of The Other Way. Despite the distance and betrayal, Jenny and Sumit continued their relationship long distance. Sumit eventually finalized his divorce and Jenny returned to India during season 2, hoping this time they could finally get married. While the divorce removed one obstacle, Sumit's parents remained firmly opposed to the relationship. They refused to accept Jenny as his wife and applied intense emotional pressure on Sumit. One of the most disturbing moments occurred when Sumit's mother threatened to harm herself if he married Jenny. This moment deeply affected both Jenny and Sumit and highlighted the emotional manipulation and family pressure he was facing. Ultimately, they reached a painful agreement. Sumit would not marry Jenny, but his parents would tolerate them living together as a couple. The pandemic shut down borders. When the COVID-19 pandemic began, international borders closed and Jenny became stranded in India. Flights were canceled and travel was restricted, leaving her dependent on monthly visa extensions. In January 2021, during an episode of 90 Day Bears All, Jenny revealed she had been living in India for over a year under these uncertain conditions. She admitted that Sumit's hesitation to marry her made her feel insecure and emotionally exhausted. Living together without marriage was not enough for her, and the lack of commitment weighed heavily on their relationship. Jenny and Sumit returned for season 3 of The Other Way. During season 3, Jenny faced serious visa limitations, making marriage the only realistic way for her to stay in India long term. Although Sumit proposed, his fear of going against his parents continued to delay their wedding. He later explained that his mother's resentment stemmed from deep emotional trauma, including the loss of a daughter and the pain of losing her close bond with Sumit's ex-wife. To move forward, Sumit and Jenny sought couples counseling and family therapy, hoping professional help would ease the tension. Did Jenny and Sumit get married? After nearly 10 years together, Jenny and Sumit finally married in 2021. Their small private ceremony aired in November 2021. They chose not to inform Sumit's parents until after the wedding, fearing backlash and emotional consequences. Are Jenny and Sumit still together? Yes, Jenny and Sumit are still together and legally married. They continued their story on Happily Ever After, where new challenges emerged involving finances, work schedules, emotional expectations, and their significant age gap. Will Jenny and Sumit move to America? Jenny has expressed a strong desire to return to the United States, where she feels supported and less isolated. Sumit, however, refuses to leave India, fearing he would permanently lose his parents, friends, and sense of belonging. This disagreement remains one of the biggest unresolved issues in their marriage. Do Jenny and Sumit want children together? In late 2022, Sumit shocked Jenny by revealing that he wanted children, possibly through adoption. Jenny was confused and hurt, as they had always agreed children were not part of their future. Sumit admitted his parents' expectations played a role in his changing mindset. Have Sumit's parents accepted Jenny? In January 2024, a major breakthrough occurred on 90 Day Diaries. Sumit's parents finally accepted Jenny and their marriage. They admitted their thinking had changed over time and expressed happiness seeing the couple together. Jenny shared her gratitude, and Sumit reflected on how long and difficult his fight for love and family had been. Jenny and Sumit's journey remains one of the most intense, emotional, and unforgettable love stories in 90 Day Fiancé history.